What's up? I'm Baloney. I'm back with another Bourbon Bums review, a very special Bourbon Bums review. I want to thank a couple people. Shout out the head bum in charge, Jason and Sarah, for donating, lending me these two very special bottles because I'm a fan of Matt Porter, also known as ADHD Whiskey, one of the world top whiskey tasters. He had a video out last week where he reviewed the Russell's 13. And then at the very end of this video, he sent out like a question, almost like a challenge. I took it as a challenge, but it was a question. I'm going to play you that clip right now. Matt Porter, please don't sue us. I'm just 17 seconds of your clip to explain what we're doing here.
In the comments below, if you've had this and had the Jack Daniel's 12 year, how do you see that going? Which one do you think is better? Head to head, mano a mano. Jimmy Copeland gift versus Jimmy Copeland gift. Which one wins? Jack 12, Russell's 13? What do you think? Who do you got in a head to head?
I mean, it's a heavyweight battle. This is Ali Frazier. This is Tyson Holyfield. These are two behemoths going head to head. So shout out ADHD Whiskey for the idea, and shout out the head bum in charge for lending me these bottles and a couple 2-3 ounces of the Jack Daniels and the Russell's Reserve. So I've got them poured here. I should say Jack Daniel's Tennessee whiskey. Says it right there on the bottle. It's bourbon. I mean, people could argue all you want. They could claim it's not, it's different. It's a bourbon. So it's two bourbons going head to head. One from Kentucky, one from Tennessee. One aged an extra year, but two very, very good bottles. And I'm excited. So I'm going to go ahead and start with the Jack Daniels. This is, you can see it right there. Beautiful color. Off the nose. I'm going to say this right away because it was pretty shocking when I had first poured it. I had it one other time before tonight. It was at Jason's house. We were doing a wrestling watch party. We had maybe 30 different bourbons that night. Too many bourbons. So I don't remember this. I don't remember trying this. I appreciate when I did try it. But this tonight was my first real night with the Jack 12s. And I just said Jack 12s like real Chicagoan, the jewels. Oh man, this is I had it in my notes. It's like the nose is so bright, it's so vivid. A lot of vanilla. I get like a butter pecan. Correct me on however you want to say that. It's maybe one of the best smelling whiskeys ever. I really like there's a bottle of Remus 5 somewhere back there, one of these two. Really, really good. When I first, way back when, got a bottle of the Midwinter's Night Dram, I really like the smell of that. Now, you could argue, well, that's a finished whiskey. You're getting some of the wine and some of the other stuff. So that don't count. This smells awesome. It smells so good. So, Jack Daniel's 12, 107 proof, which you could argue is right in that wheelhouse of like 107 to 114, 115. Maybe the perfect proof. I've been drinking a lot of higher proof stuff, a lot of barrel strength stuff, but 107 is right there. It's perfect. Like most Jack Daniel's products, I get a bunch of banana. I get like banana pudding, like some sort of banana dessert, but then a lot of butterscotch, caramel. It's very desserty. I've been calling a lot of my latest reviews desserty bourbons, but I've been doing a lot of desserty bourbons, and this is right up there with them. Caramel, butterscotch. Yeah, real banana. Yeah, banana pudding, banana bread. The finish is oaky, almost like a smoky oak, but not like a toasted or charred oak. But there's just like a really nice like smoky oak. That's the only way I could describe it. $80 for that bottle. MSRP. I know Jason got it at MSRP. Really, really good $80 bottle. I mean, at 80 bucks, it goes toe to toe with 150, $200 bottles of whiskey. Um, it says limited release right here on the side, right there. It lets you know, hey, limited release. I really hope down the road, Brown Foreman, Jack Daniels, um, they're able to get more out there. If this was readily available, like maybe like a Wild Turkey barrel proof, um, it might be the best whiskey you'd be able to find. Um, that being said, very hard to find. I saw people trading it online around Chicagoland area, 300, 400 bucks. Tough, tough scenes. All right, let me grab a little more water, and then we're gonna get to the Russell's 13. I remember the first batch of the Russell's 13, the first year it came out. Probably my favorite whiskey of the year. Subsequent batches, I know the second batch not as good. This one I've had. I was lucky enough to have a couple times. Um, better than batch two, I will say that. This is much more straightforward, like classic bourbon notes. Just caramel. I get like a dark cherry, like a dark cherry jam or preserves, marmalade. I'm not good. I'm not a marmalade guy. I'm not a preserves guy. It's usually a jelly or jam. So yeah, it's something dark cherry. Yeah. Okay. So I got a lot more oak. I know it's 13 years versus 12 year. Substantially more oak, um, right up front in the palate, as opposed to the finish of the Jack Daniel's 12. I get like a marshmallow, definite red fruit, like a cherry. You know what's interesting? So I just thought about this because last week I did the flight of the 10-year bourbons, and I talked about the Wild Turkey Funk and how I can't explain it, but it's just there. I get no Wild Turkey Funk on this. This might be the first Russell's Reserve bottle. I like between the Russell's 10, a bunch of the single barrels, and even like the original Russell's 13 had the Wild Turkey Funk. I don't get Wild Turkey Funk out of this. That's interesting. Russell's 13. This is a little bit better mouthfeel, a little oilier, a little more viscous than the Jack Daniel's 12. It's much more of a bourbon fastball, if you will. So I'm going to go back and give it one more time. I'm going to do the Jack Daniel's 12 real quick. Yeah. All right. So there's just a lot more going on with the Jack Daniel's 12. It's shocking. I usually don't get that with Jack Daniel's products. I've got the Jack Daniel's bonded down here. I've had a couple barrel proof or single barrels. Um, a lot of the times with Jack Daniel's products, I get like an aftertaste or like somewhere in between there. There's almost like an artificial flavoring to them. And then I also get a bunch of banana, like I talked about. But this is like none of that. I mean, I get the banana, but nothing artificial, nothing like even the bonded, I get like a plasticky taste to it, which I did not like whatsoever. None of that here. Just a lot of very complex flavors and just waves of butterscotch, caramel, the banana pudding or banana bread. Um, if I'm gonna, I mean, I we have the thumbnail. It's versus. This is a fight. We're picking one. I'm picking the Jack Daniel's 12. I thought going into this when I got the idea from Matt Porter once again, I thought it was going to be more for show, and then I'm going to pick Russell's 13. No, this is easily one of the whiskeys of the year this year, at least from what I've tried. Um, It's a very, very special bottle. Hopefully, like I said, we see them more often. You know, this is the first release. This is where'd it go? 107 proof. Oh yeah, batch one, obviously. Yeah, there it is, batch one. Um, Hopefully, subsequent batches you're able to find it more readily available, but probably not. So if you see it at MSRP, immediate buy. Um, B plus, A plus. That's my grades. I guess I'm going teacher grades today. Everyone's back to school, so that works. Before I let you guys go, I got a couple housekeeping things. First off, our Knob Creek barrel pick in conjunction with CD Liquors. You got the tasting notes right there in front of your screen. I'll read them off. It's the nose, rich chocolate, toffee, oak. The taste, I get a bunch of peanut M&Ms. The peanut of like the classic Knob Creek Jim Beam profile, but more in the chocolate variety. So peanut M&Ms and then Dr. Pepper. My first bottle, I'm almost bottle killing. It's probably like 10% or less. A lot of molasses. I get a lot of brown sugar in the finish. Really good bottle. You can see it right here. You're able to find that at CD Discount Liquors in Bolingbrook, Bolingbrook, Illinois. And then hit us in the DMs, Chicago Sports Moms on Twitter, Instagram. If you're interested in picking one up, or if we are able to get one to you, we will. And then the second thing, this weekend, Whiskey at Comiskey in Lot B, Chicago White Sox. We're going to be bringing some of the Knob Creek picks for you guys to sample. We're going to bring in a bunch of other bourbons and whiskeys for you guys to sample. And we got 2 left. So we got this Saturday, August 26th. And then it's September 30th, also a Saturday. We got 2 Whiskey at Comiskey's left. Hit us up if you plan on RSVP. You can RSVP on Twitter or Instagram. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to have food. Dougie and Jason will be doing tacos once again. Very good. I'll be handing out bottles and samples and everything else. Should be a fun time. So, yeah, that's it for today. Once again, thank you so much to Jason and Sarah for letting me take these bottles home with me so I could do this video. Hopefully we get some numbies on this. And thanks again to ADHD Whiskey, Matt Porter, for the idea. I think I'm going to do a couple more of these. I've been doing a lot of just single bottle reviews and then maybe some flights. We're going to have to put some bottles head to head. I think this is a good thing going forward. I appreciate everyone watching. And I'll leave you with one last taste of the Jack Daniel's 12 because it's so damn good. Cheers, everyone.